guys, this is Lindsay with Broad Gym Reviews, and today we are going to talk about the Bowflex Treadmill 10. Now, I am sure you have heard of the term Bowflex before. If you've been in the fitness community for any amount of time, I mean, this is a very popular brand. If you've been here for a while, you've probably heard Coop talk about the Bowflex adjustable dumbbells and more. But today we are going to review the treadmill, and I gotta say, there is a lot that I love about this and also a lot I really don't like. One thing I don't like, and as you can see behind me, I mean, this is a big old boy. Like, this is a hefty treadmill. And I typically don't love that just because it's not portable, it's harder to fold. On the other end of the spectrum, it does have a decline option. And again, I am a girl who loves a decline option. So I was excited to get into the specifics of this treadmill. But before we do that, make sure to subscribe to our channel so you can stay up to date on all things fitness. Also, if you want to purchase this product, go ahead and use the link below the like button to do so. It doesn't cost you anything extra, but it does give us a small commission. And we really appreciate when you use those links. Lastly, this was sent to us by the company, but it doesn't change our honest opinion about what we have to say about this treadmill. We're always going to tell it to you straight, what we like, what we don't like. So let's talk about it. Now, this treadmill is kind of on a higher price point. It's $2,300. So my question coming into this is, do the features that this treadmill have make up for the higher price point? There are some financing options available, and we will talk about that. But that's kind of the question going through my mind as I was testing out this treadmill. As you can see behind me, this treadmill has a 10-inch touchscreen. Now, overall, it was pretty small, especially when you consider how bulky and how big the treadmill is. But I did feel like the display was clear. I felt like the graphics came through really nice. So overall, even though it is on the smaller side, I enjoyed the touchscreen. One thing to note about the touchscreen, and something that I wish were a little bit different, is that you can't adjust or tilt the screen to any different angle in order to be able to see it more clearly. I know Brittany, who is on the shorter side of life, I mean, she's like 4'9", 5 foot, something like that, here at GGR, kind of has to strain her neck in order to see the screen. So I wish that it did have the ability to tilt down. Now, there are a ton of apps available on this treadmill. So you can go ahead and stream Netflix, Hulu, Max, so many apps available. But in order to do that, you do have to have a subscription to the JRNY programming. Now, the JRNY programming, we'll talk about it a little bit more, but it's not my favorite. It does cost $19.99 a month. So not a huge cost, especially when you compare it to something like the price point of iFit or the Peloton programming. This is almost half that cost. But I do feel like it's a little lackluster in its programming. So here's the deal with the JRNY programming. If you are a beginner to fitness, or if you haven't used like a studio style fitness class before, like a Peloton class, I think you could get by just fine. Like, you'll probably find it engaging and challenging. However, when you have done Peloton classes, when you have taken iFit classes, and you are used to that sort of instructor hype level, that sort of experience, then the JRNY classes kind of fall a little bit short. When you order the Bowflex, you can order it off Amazon, and that comes with free delivery. Now, you can expect the treadmill to ship within 2 weeks, so overall, a pretty short shipping date in order for you to receive the treadmill. If you are nervous about assembling this yourself, you can go ahead and pay experts to come assemble it for you, and that is only $89. In my opinion, this is like a no-brainer. You should absolutely do this, especially when I compare it to what other companies are charging for an assembly fee. I mean, $89 is like nothing. So I say go ahead. I mean, look at this. This is a huge treadmill. Unless you were wanting to like deadlift 300 pounds during the assembly process, I think that $89 to have people come assemble it for you is absolutely worth it. Now, one thing to note, you can order this through Amazon, but there are no obvious financing options available through the Amazon website. You can order it through the Bowflex website, and there are financing options available. However, the Bowflex charges $100 more for the machine versus Amazon, so you just kind of have to decide which one is a better fit for you. Like I have said, this is a huge machine. I mean, it's 85 inches long, 39, almost 49 inches wide, and 65 inches tall. So a very big machine. Now, like you can see, it is foldable, but I mean, it's no echelon stride. Like the echelon stride when it's folded is like 10 inches deep or something like that. This is still a huge machine. So even though it is portable, even though it does have wheels, even though it is foldable, I still wouldn't consider this a portable machine. I know for me, I wouldn't be wanting to move this from place to place. Wherever I decide to have this machine is essentially where I would want to keep it. I will say a trade-off to having a huge machine is it is really stable. As I got to higher speeds, I didn't notice any sort of shakiness, any sort of unsteadiness as I was ramping up. Overall, a really solid build. Now, the machine does weigh 320 pounds, not the heaviest machine that we have seen, but the trade-off to that is it does have a high weight capacity of 400 pounds, which I love to see. There are very few treadmills that have this higher weight capacity, and it just allows more people to be able to use the machine. Now, the Bowflex does go up to 12 miles per hour, which is pretty standard across the board. You don't see a lot of treadmills go higher than that. I think the Peloton tread goes to like 12.5, but essentially 12 miles per hour is kind of that industry standard marker. Now, the other thing that I love about this is it does have a 15% incline, which again, most treadmills that have an incline go up to that 15% grade. However, a lot of treadmills, especially at this price point, don't have a 5% decline option. So the fact that it does have a decline option, I think just allows you to have a lot of variety to your training and overall a real positive for me. Now, something you're either gonna love or you're gonna hate about this treadmill is that it has handlebars. Similar to what we find on the Horizon 7.0, it has these handlebars that come out from the side, kind of face in front of you, and these are essentially quick dial handlebars, so you are easily able to transition from speed and incline at kind of the flick of a button. The other thing that it does have is on the side handlebars, it has a switch for you again to change speed or incline. The other thing it does have is it does have speed and incline buttons on the front display. So you are literally covered when it comes to options of how to change your incline and your speed. And if you can't figure it out, like, I don't know what to tell you. In terms of motor size, there is no obvious answer online. I have looked, my team has looked. We can't find any statement from Bowflex disclosing their motor size. However, there have been reports that says it goes up to a 4.0 CHP. This is the best I could find. I couldn't verify that fact, but industry standard is 3.0, and the fact that it has an incline and decline option, I imagine Bowflex would put in a bigger motor size. In terms of conveniences, this does have 2 large water bottle holders. It also has a fan. It also has a tray underneath for kind of your catch-all, so whether that's like your wallet, your keys, whatever else. And then it also on the side has 2 places that you can put your media. It's called your media shelf, so whether that's your tablet, your iPhone, or whatever else you're wanting to lay up there. When it comes to the warranty, this is actually a pretty decent warranty. It comes with a 15-year warranty on the frame and the motor, 5 years on parts, and 1 year on electronics. Overall, this is pretty decent, and the 15-year mark is a lot higher than we generally see. If you order this and you get it and you don't love it, you have 90 days to return it to Amazon if you've ordered from the Amazon website, and you can return it as long as it is still in a new condition. Overall, there is a lot that I like about this treadmill. I would say my one big thing with it is as I am seeing more and more treadmills go to more modern, simplistic design in terms of aesthetic, this is my call out to it. I just don't love it. It feels huge and kind of feels unnecessarily big, but that's just my personal opinion. I would love to know what you think about this treadmill. Let us know in the comments. Do you mind the fact that it is a bigger treadmill, knowing that it has features like incline and decline and a bigger motor size? Or would you rather go with a more simple design? Let us know below. This has been Lindsay with Garage Gym Reviews, and we'll see you back here next time. Peace.